Once upon a time, in a cozy burrow nestled under a big oak tree, lived a little rabbit named Robbie. Robbie loved carrots more than anything in the world, especially rainbow carrots. They were sweet, crunchy, and came in all sorts of fun colors, like sunshine yellow, sky blue, and even sparkly purple. One sunny morning, Mama Rabbit told Robbie, "Robbie, dear, after you tidy your room, you can have 2 rainbow carrots." Robbie hopped excitedly. "Yay, carrots! But tidying is boring." He looked around his room. Toys were scattered everywhere, blankets were crumpled in a heap, and books were piled high on his little table. He slumped his shoulders. "But Mama, it's too much work." Mama Rabbit smiled gently. "I know it seems like a lot, Robbie, but if you break it into smaller tasks, it will be much easier. How about you start by putting all your toys in the toy box?" Robbie huffed, but he knew Mama Rabbit was right. He started picking up his toy blocks one by one and putting them in the box. Then he gathered his stuffed animals and gave them a little hug before tucking them away. Next, he made his bed. It wasn't perfect, but he tried his best to smooth out the blankets. Finally, he stacked his books neatly on the table. "All done," Robbie exclaimed, feeling proud of himself. He ran to Mama Rabbit. "I tidied my room." Mama Rabbit looked at Robbie's room and smiled. "Wonderful job, Robbie. I can see you really tried your best. Here are your rainbow carrots." Robbie grabbed the carrots and started munching happily. The carrots tasted even sweeter than usual. The next day, Mama Rabbit asked Robbie to help her weed the garden before he could play with his friends. Robbie frowned. "But Mama, playing is much more fun than weeding." His voice started to rise. Mama Rabbit knelt down beside him. "I understand you want to play, Robbie, but helping in the garden is important. The vegetables need our care to grow big and strong. If you help me for just a little while, then you'll have plenty of time to play later." Robbie crossed his arms. "No, I want to play now." He started to stomp his little foot. Mama Rabbit stayed calm. "Robbie, I know you're upset, but stomping your feet and getting angry won't make the weeding go away. It will just make you feel worse. Take a deep breath and think about how good it will feel to play with your friends after you've helped me. If you start to weed and feel like you want to stomp your feet again, try taking a deep breath and wiggling your toes." Robbie sniffled. He knew Mama Rabbit was right. Taking a deep breath, he picked up a small trowel and started digging around the carrot plants. At first, he pulled the weeds roughly, but after a while, he started to enjoy the feel of the soft earth between his paws. After weeding for a little while, Robbie felt a sense of accomplishment. "Mama, I think I'm done." Mama Rabbit looked at the garden. "Thank you, Robbie. You were a big help. Now you can go play with your friends." Robbie ran off to play, feeling happy and proud of himself. He learned that even though some things aren't always fun, doing them helps everyone. And sometimes, even weeding can be a little bit enjoyable. From that day on, Robbie tried his best to be helpful and responsible. And whenever he felt like throwing a tantrum, he remembered Mama Rabbit's words and took a deep breath, wiggled his toes, and felt much better. He learned that being disciplined wasn't about being told what to do, but about making good choices and helping others. And that made him the happiest little rabbit in the whole wide world.